Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, or whatever time it is. Welcome. Let's start on our mats. Let's start today off in a wide-legged child's pose. So just get your knees on the outer edges of your mat. Just sink your hips down, hands out in front of you, and then just rest your forehead down on the mat. And while you're in child's pose, just start focusing on your breath. Breathe in through the nose deeply, and breathe out through the nose deeply. Be aware of your breath, your mind, and your body, and get ready for this practice today. And as you keep focusing on your breath, I want to dedicate today's practice to mental health, as it's Mental Health Awareness Week and Mental Health Awareness Month. And I think yoga and any type of breath work are a great tool to deal with mental health issues. Mental health should be talked about, and there shouldn't be any shame about mental well-being. And being able to talk about it, write about it, and to open up about it, I think is extremely, extremely important. And for me, and I think many others, mindfulness, meditation, any breathwork practice, and of course yoga, are a really good way to release any emotions or anything going on in our brains. Your mind, your body, and your breath are connected in such a powerful way when you do a breathwork practice that it puts you into a present moment, and you can release and activate any emotions. And of course, those emotions can be negative, but they can also be positive, or they can be emotions you didn't even know you had. And that's what I have realized in my consistent yoga journey, that being present and being able to release emotions in such a powerful way is just the best tool to deal with, for me at least, to deal with mental health. So yeah, I think it's a very powerful tool to keep up with mental well-being. So that's what I wanted to dedicate to today's practice to. So as you are in your child's pose, just start rolling your head from side to side. Give yourself a nice little forehead massage here. We'll do a couple more of these, and then slowly make your way into tabletop position. And from here, we'll go straight into extended puppy pose. So take your fingers out in front of you as far as they can go, but keep them up, like in cups. And then just sink yourself down. Keep your hips up high. A very nice upper back and shoulder stretch. From here, we'll go into thread the needle. So take your left arm and put it underneath your right one. Your right arm can stay extended in front of you, and you can put your cheek on the mat. And then you can either stay here, or if you want a little bit more of a stretch, you can take your right arm over your back and just hold on to your leg. One more deep breath here. And we'll take it to the other side. So left arm is in front of you, right arm goes underneath the left. You can put your cheek on the mat here and either leave your arm out in front of you or take it up and over for a deeper stretch. Just keep focusing on your breath. You can close your eyes if that feels good. And we'll move our hands back on our mat. And let's just sit on our heels for a minute. And let's do some neck rolls here. Just close your eyes and roll your neck clockwise and anti-clockwise. When you take your neck up, inhale, and when it comes down, exhale. And we'll take it to the other side. Up with an inhale, down with an exhale. All right, head back to center. Now we'll do a little forearm stretch. So make knuckles with your hands and then press your knuckles against each other. Fingers are pointing towards you. And then just extend your arm. And then bring it back to your body. Inhale, extend, and exhale. Bring it back. Inhale, extend. It should be a nice forearm stretch. Stretch here. And one more. And extend. And bring it back. Perfect. And we'll make it into our first downward dog of the day. So fingers are spread wide on the outer edges of your mat. Feet are hip distance apart. Try to get your hips up high and try to sink your heels down to the mat. If you need to bend your knees here, that's absolutely fine. Just try to get your heels on the mat. Shoulders should not be too close to the ears. Try to externally rotate your shoulders here. Then you're welcome to walk out the dog here. So just bend one knee and then bend the other. Make any movements that feel good. The first downward dog, so it's all still a little bit tight. So just any movement that feels right, go for it. Look up at your belly button. And then slowly start walking your hands towards your feet until you're in a ragdoll position. Here you can grab the outer edges of your elbows and just hang and be relaxed here. You can swing from side to side if this feels good. Just feel relaxed and don't have any tension here. That's why it's called ragdoll position. Few more breaths here. Try to sink deeper and lower with every exhale. And then we'll walk our feet back to the front of the mat, back into down dog. Stay here for a breath or two. And then with an inhale, we'll come up into plank. And with an exhale, back into down dog. Inhale to plank. And exhale to down dog. 2 more of these. Inhale to plank. Exhale to down dog. Inhale to plank. And exhale. With an inhale, lift your right leg up. And with an exhale, take it to your right elbow. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, take it to your left elbow. Your shoulder should stay up high here. Inhale, up, and exhale. Plant your right foot on the outer edge of on the right side of your mat. And then you can bring your left leg down to the mat. We'll take it into lizard pose here. You're welcome to sway back and forth a little bit to just open up here. And then we'll start pushing the inner side of your knee with your right hand, just to open up that hip. You can take your foot off the mat a little bit and just have the edge on the mat. And if you feel open enough, you can take it back. You can either stay on your hands, or if you wish, you can go onto your forearms into lizard pose. We'll stay here for one more breath. And then we'll come back up. Tuck your left toe in, leg comes up. Take it back to 3-legged dog with an inhale and with an exhale. Just take it back down to downward dog. And we'll do the same on the left side. So with an inhale, left leg comes up. And with an exhale, take it to the left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale to right elbow. Inhale up. And exhale, take it to the outer edge of your mat. Right leg comes to the floor. And then here, just also make some movements that feel right. Go back and forth a little bit. Open up that hip. And then you can also start pushing out your leg a little bit. And then either stay here, stay on your hands, or if you feel like you can, come down on your forearms. We are focusing on hips today. We're doing a hip opening class. So a lot of external rotation and nice little hip movements. All right, perfect. Let's come back up. Tuck in that right toe and take it back to 3-legged dog. And back down. Now let's walk our feet to the front of the mat. And inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, swoop the arms up. And exhale, palms to heart center. We'll do our first sun salutation here. So just stand tall in Samasthiti. And with an inhale, arms go up, look at your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step or jump back to plank. Now come all the way down. So instead of doing a chaturanga, we're slowly coming all the way down on our bellies. And with an inhale, come to cobra. So let me just put the screen down a tiny bit. You're on your bellies. And with an inhale, come up to cobra. So your hands should be parallel to your shoulders and your elbows should be behind you, not out to the side. And while you're up here, you should use your back and your abdominals, I forgot the word abdominals, to come up. So you should be able to take your hands off the mat and not move. Exhale, come down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, down. One more time, inhale up. And exhale, down. Now we'll do a cobra to the right. Inhale up, twist to the right. And exhale, down. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, down. One more on each side. Inhale to the right. And exhale. And inhale to the left. Exhale, down. Now interlace your fingers behind your back. And as you do this, you already come up a little bit. And then with an inhale, try to lift your upper body off the mat. And exhale, come down. Do 2 more of these. Inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale up. And exhale. Inhale, take it to upward dog. And exhale, take it to downward dog. Stay here for a couple of breaths. With the next exhale, either step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale. Hands to heart center. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Look at your palms. Exhale, down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift here. And exhale, step or jump back. Chaturanga down. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale to downward dog. Inhale, left leg or right leg goes up. And exhale, bend your right knee. Keep your hips aligned here. Try to look over your armpit at your right foot. With an inhale, take it up, straighten your leg. And exhale. Plant your right foot in between your hands. We'll take it to low lunge. So lower down your back knee and come up here. You're welcome to stay here if this feels good. If you want to do a little bit of a deeper stretch here, you can bend your left knee and grab hold of your foot or your ankle here. You should feel this in your hip. And then come down again. Now interlace your fingers behind your head. Just rest your neck on your head. And now we're going to put all our weight on our right thigh. And try to lift up on your left foot. Use your left foot to lift up your left leg. So inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time, inhale up. Exhale down. Now straighten your right leg. Place your hands on each side. Have your toes pointed up. And now we're in our half splits. And with an exhale, come back to low lunge. Inhale, back to half splits. Make sure your toes are pointing up to the sky. And exhale to low lunge. Inhale. Exhale. We'll do one more of these. Inhale to half splits. Stay here for a second. And try to get your chest down to your knee as much as possible. And back to low lunge. Perfect. Now frame the front foot. And we'll step back into a down dog. Same thing on the left side. So inhale, left leg comes up. And exhale, bend your left knee. Try to keep your hips aligned. And just look over your right armpit and try to see if you can peek at your foot. Then inhale, straighten. And with an exhale, take it to the front of your mat in between your hands and just lower your back knee. Arms go up. And again, you can stay here if this feels like enough. If you want to do a little bit of a deeper stretch, then bend that right knee and grab your outer foot or your ankle, whatever feels good. It's a good quad stretch here. And then we'll take it back down. Interlace your fingers and put them behind your head. Just rest your head into your fingers here. And then your weight comes onto your right thigh and just come up a little bit on your right foot with an inhale. And with an exhale, come down. Inhale, come up. And exhale, down. One more here. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Now frame your front foot, and straighten your left leg so that your toes are facing up to the sky. Exhale, back to lunge. Inhale, straighten leg. Exhale. Inhale, straighten leg. And keep your hips aligned here as you're doing this. Exhale to front. Inhale, straighten. Stay here for a little bit longer and try to get your chest and your tummy on your on your leg here. But just forward fold a little bit. And we'll take it back to the front. Tuck in your right toe and take it back to down dog. We'll just stay here for 2-3 breaths. Remember to have your shoulders externally rotated here. And to look down at your belly button. Straighten out that back. One more inhale. And with an exhale, we're going to jump to the outer edges of our mat into a squat position. And we'll go into Malasana, yogi squat. So your heels are on the mat and your toes come out to the side a little bit. They can come off the mat. And then just place your palms in between your knees and use your elbows to push your knees out. Welcome to close your eyes here. As we stay in this yogi squat for just a couple of breaths. From here, we'll take a bind to the right side. So right arm goes underneath your right leg, left arm drapes up and over, and try to find your fingers and interlace them here. And look over your left shoulder here. One more breath and we'll take it to the other side. Perfect. Back to Malasana just for a breath. And to the left side. So left arm goes underneath, right arm goes above. And try to interlace just one finger or 2 fingers, whatever you can catch. One more breath here. And take it back to center. Now interlace all fingers except for your forefinger, and kind of like a pistol, I guess, with your fingers, and take this out in front of you. And from here, slowly, slowly come up into a forward fold. Hands go onto the mat. Get your feet back into hip distance. And then inhale and halfway lift and get your peace fingers around your big toe. Inhale to lift and lengthen, and then exhale to fold here. Use the strength of your fingers and your arms to fold, and your elbows should be pointing towards the right and the left side of your mat. And then just look down at your toes. With every inhale, lengthen just a little bit more. And with an exhale, fold. Your belly should be tucked in here. And just try to fold as deep as you can. Close your eyes here and just stay here with the breath. Folding a little bit deeper each time you breathe out. One more breath here. And then halfway lift. Hands come back to the mat. And just a regular fold here. Another halfway lift. And just step or jump back to plank. Take it down to your chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale to downward dog. Now we'll take it into our flow section, so moving a little bit quicker. Inhale, take your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, take it to right elbow. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale to left elbow. Inhale to sky. And exhale, step it in between your hands. Come into warrior one. So your left foot is pointing like diagonally, and then just come up. Your pelvis and your hips should be facing the front of your mat. Your right knee is bent, and your arms are up overhead. Now from here, straighten your leg, walking your left foot just a little bit, and your toes can be pointing forward just a little bit more. And then we'll take it into pyramid. So inhale up, and exhale, take it down with your right leg straight. And just fold over your right leg. Try to get your belly onto your leg here. With an inhale, come up again. We'll do this again, but we'll do a reversed palm behind our back here. So same positioning. Palms are behind you. Try to get them up as high as possible. With an inhale, look up. And with an exhale, come down to your front leg, forward fold. Your hips should be squared here, so don't have your right hip go forward too much. With an inhale, take it back up to center. Arms go back up. And with an exhale, go halfway down, so half pyramid here. And look in front of you. Be stable on your right leg because we're taking this to warrior three, balancing pose. So try to get all your weight onto your right leg. And with an inhale, come up. Arms stay as they are. And your whole body should just be, or your upper body and your legs should just be in one horizontal line. Stay here for one more breath. And with an inhale, take your left leg up and just hug it into your belly. Try not to let go of the balance. Go back. Just hug it into your belly for a few more seconds. And then put your hands on your hips and take your left leg out in front of you, as high as it can go. Get your arms up overhead. Inhale, try to get your leg a little bit higher. And with an exhale, slowly make it back to warrior three without putting your left foot down on the ground. One steady movement. If you fall out of it, that's absolutely fine. Just try to make your way back into this warrior three position. Stay here for one more breath. And then slowly put your hands on the mat out in front of you. Walk your hands into your mat a little bit closer to your right foot and try to get your left leg up for a standing split. You can either stay here or you can place your right hand on your on the inside of your right leg for more stability and so you can get up a little bit higher. It's all just trial and error. Definitely not an easy pose, this one. All right, and then we'll slowly make our right foot back down to the mat into a warrior one position again. Take your arms back up, and then to warrior two. So here your back toes are pointing to the left side of your mat. Your hips should be facing the left side of your mat. Toes pointing forward. Good bend in the knee. And look in between your forefingers. With an inhale, turn your palm around. And with an exhale, take it back to reversed warrior. With an inhale, come all the way back down. And take it into your chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. And exhale to downward dog. Let's stay here for a couple of breaths. And then do the other side. Whew. Get back to your breath. If you need to take a child's pose here, please do it. If you are in child's pose, make your way back to downward dog. Stay focused on that breath. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. And with the next inhale, we'll take our left leg up to the sky. And exhale, take it to your left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale to right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale to the front of the mat in between your hands into warrior one. So your pelvis, your hips are facing the front side of your mat here. You've got a good bend in your front foot. And just stay in this warrior one position for a couple of breaths. Don't have your shoulders too close to your ears. Have them pointing out and up. And from here, just straighten that front knee and get your right foot a little bit closer. Toes pointing almost to the front, but just a little bit to the side of the mat still. Arms are up. Inhale. And with an exhale, fold forward, pyramid. Fold forward over your left leg. Inhale, take it back up. Now, same thing. Reverse those palms behind you. Shoulders are out wide, and your elbows come out wide to the side. With an inhale, take it back, look up. And with an exhale, fold forward. Make sure your hips stay squared here. And just look at your front toe. Take it back up. Hands go back up. And with an exhale, take it forward halfway, half pyramid here. Look in between your hands here and start focusing your weight on your left foot so that you can float your right leg up to the air into warrior three. With an inhale, warrior three. Stay here for another breath. Oh, I'm shaking. And then take your right leg, bring it up and hug it into your chest. Give yourself a nice knee hug here. And then place your hands on your hips and take your right leg out in front of you. Again, hips stay squared here. And then inhale, arms come up, and try to get your leg a little bit higher. Now slowly, slowly make your way back into warrior three without putting your hand or your feet on the ground. It's definitely not an easy balancing pose, but you have got it. And it's completely fine to fall, obviously. And slowly make your way down with your hands on the floor, on the mat. Bring your hands closer to your left foot and try to get your right leg up to the sky. For me, it helps to grab my leg with my left hand. That really helps for me for balance. And then slowly, slowly place your back foot back into warrior one position. Hands go up. With an exhale, take it to warrior two. Inhale, swoop your palm around, and exhale, reverse the warrior. Stay here for a breath. And then with an exhale, make it back down. Hands on the mat and chaturanga down. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale to downward dog. Make your way into child's pose for a minute. Just rest your forehead on the mat. Inhale through your nose deeply. And then exhale through the mouth. Let it all go. We'll do one more of these. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. Get back to your breath. And slowly make your way back to down dog. Take your right leg up here. And take it forward. Knee to your right hand, foot to your left hand, into pigeon. Take your left leg onto the floor, untuck your toe. We'll do a little bit of a pigeon flow here. So make cups with your hands again. Inhale, come up, and exhale, take it down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, swoop down, elbows to the sides. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Last one, exhale down. Now either Just do what feels right. Stay up on your hands if that feels good. Go down on your elbows if that feels good. You can make little, whatever these are called, with your hands and rest your head on them. Or if you can come all the way down with your head on the mat, do that. And we'll just stay here in resting pigeon, sleeping pigeon. Now, if you want to make this go even deeper, then we can do a thread the needle in our pigeon. So take your right arm out in front of you, and your left arm goes underneath the right one. Rest your head on the mat. Same thing as we did for the warm-up. And then either keep your hand where it is, or take your right hand up and over until you can reach your foot. Make sure you open up your chest here. Right shoulder should not be tucked in, it should come out. And look over your right shoulder here. Perfect. Just stay here for 2 more breaths. And with the next exhale, slowly get your hands back on the mat. And just sit on your sit bone here. Swoop your left leg across and over so that your knees are on top of each other here. Now, it needs a little bit of modification sometimes. This is not an easy pose because it's an internal rotation, which can feel a little bit weird, but it is a good one. So your knees are stacked on top of each other, and make sure that your feet are kind of parallel. And then here, we have our left leg on top. So we take our left leg out to the side and put it over our head. Right leg out to the side. Take it under. And try to grab onto your fingers here. And then just look up. I invite you to close your eyes here. Your back should be completely straight. And I know this feels kind of weird to the legs, but it's good for you. Let's stay here for 1 more breath. And untuck your hands, bring them back to the front. And then in a little bit of a wobbly way, make your way back to downward dog. Now with an inhale, left leg comes up. And with an exhale, pigeon on the left side. So your left knee is at your left hand, and your foot is at your right hand. Untuck your right foot. And then just make cups with your hands. Inhale to come up. Look up to the sky, and exhale, take it down. Inhale up. Exhale, take it down. Elbows out to the sides here. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more here in your own time. And as you make your way down, either choose to stay on your forearms here or onto your forehead, whatever feels right. Again, if you want a bit of a deeper stretch here, take your left arm out to the front. Right arm goes underneath your left, and just put your cheek down on the mat. And then either stay here or take your right arm up and over until you find your foot and just hold on to your toes here. Make sure that your shoulders are parallel to each other and it's upwards in the sky, and look over your shoulder here. Perfect. One more breath here. And with an exhale, put your hands back on the mat. Start sitting on your sit bone. Swoop your right leg over your left one and get your knees on top of each other here. Again, it's a little bit of work to make it all seem straight and parallel. And what I didn't say last time, make sure you're sitting on your sit bones evenly. That's really important here. Now, right arm up, or right arm to the side, and with an exhale up overhead. Inhale, left arm to the side, and exhale, take it down, and try to find your fingertips here. And again, just gently close your eyes here. Your back is straight, so we'll stay here for just a few breaths. Perfect. And we'll just stay in the seated position and get into a butterfly pose. So your feet should be on top of each other and your knees are out to the sides. Sit on your sit bones. Try to tuck your sit bones up so that you're on them evenly and up tall. And then with an inhale, look up. And with an exhale, just fold forward. Try to get your head as close to your feet as possible here. And then inhale, you can lengthen a little bit more. And with an exhale, you can go just a little bit deeper into your fold here. Perfect. Let's come up slowly. And take it into boat pose. So your legs are straight and up. Feet are touching each other. And arms go out. Stay here for a few breaths. With an inhale, bend your knees. And with an exhale, come down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. We'll do 2 more of these. A little bit of ab work. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Slowly, slowly, slowly make it your way down to your mat. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Down on your mat. Start off by hugging both our knees into our chest. Give them a nice squeeze. Take them from side to side. And now straighten your left leg out. And with your peace fingers again, grab your toe, your right toe. Then try to keep your shoulders aligned here. And try to straighten out your right leg. Then straighten out your left arm. And with an exhale, slowly, slowly and controlled, get your right leg to the right side of your mat. Just as far as it will go. Not all the way to the floor, just let it hover. And just stay here for a moment. This is one of our last hip opening stretches before we go into Shavasana. Slowly, slowly take your leg back up. Try to keep your legs straightened. And then just hug your knee into your chest. Give it a nice hug. We'll go over to the other side. So right leg straight, left bent. Peace fingers are going on top of your left toe. Take your right arm out to the side. Left arm goes up overhead, or left leg, or both of them really. Try to keep your shoulder down as much as possible. And then with an exhale, slowly take your left leg down to the left side of your mat. And then inhale, take it back up to center, and just hug it in. Hug both your knees in. We'll take it to happy baby. So with your hands, grab the outer edges of your feet and just take them out to the side. Your knees should be close to your armpits here. And that is our last hip opener for the day. You're welcome to roll around a little bit here, from side to side. Get that last deep stretch. And then whenever you're ready, make some last movements. Anything that feels good before we go into Shavasana. Perfect. Just make your way down, legs out to the sides of your mat. Roll your shoulders up, over, and out. And place your hands like a starfish here. And just relax. You did amazing. Now it's time to sink into the mat. Relax the brain, relax the mind, relax the body, relax every muscle, and just stay here for a little while. And while you stay here, I will read you a few things that I found that have to do with mental health. Let me find a little song for us. In cycling, there's a thing called a false flat. When you're riding along and you see far into the stretch of the road ahead, the road looks straight and looks flat. So mentally you think, oh, this is awesome. The road is flat. I'm going to ride easy for the next while. But after a few minutes of pedaling, you start to feel a little more tired than usual. You're wondering, did I not eat enough before the ride? Why do I need to lighten my gears? This shouldn't be so hard. What's wrong with me? So you keep pedaling, thinking this should be easy. You just need to get over it. If you started your ride well rested or flying down a hill, it's now hard. But if you just finished climbing a hill and were looking to coast, it's awful. A false flat is a stretch of road that looks flat, but is actually a gradual incline that isn't perceptible to the eye. It looks flat and easy to manage. You can't see any challenges along the way. But it's actually extra work and gets harder to manage the longer you ride along it. Many of us are in an emotional, psychological, physical, or social false flat. In theory, if you are surviving financially, aren't severely ill, don't have to worry about crisis with loved ones and have social connections, you're supposed to be okay, but really you're wearing out. So slow down, conserve your energy, and stop to rest if you can. And most of all, stop asking what's wrong with you or why you can't cope. Stop asking why you're so tired. Just accept you're tired from pushing up that gradual hill that you can't see the end of yet. I really liked that analogy. Another thing I found, the times when my anxiety and fear have loosened on me and seemed to step back are exactly when I've stopped fighting them. When I realize that it's okay not to feel okay, when I stop trying to find the answer and instead rest in not knowing, then my heart starts to open. It may seem counterintuitive, but equally, you wouldn't continue to work, to rush around if you were sick with the flu. You have to give your body space to rest and recover. Your mind needs the same: space, peace, and ahimsa, compassion. The more you beat yourself up for feeling bad and not being strong enough, the less likely you are to feel resilient again. So give yourself a break. Practice ahimsa and vairagya and some self-love. Feel your feelings and know that the people around you are just fighting the good fight, just like you. Slowly come back to your breath. Come back to your body. Start wiggling your toes. Start wiggling your fingers. Move your arms up overhead. And give yourself a nice long stretch. And then slowly move to the right side of your mat. Use your left hand to slowly come up whenever you're ready, and keep your eyes closed as you're doing this. And then just sit in any cross-legged position. Keep your eyes closed and bring your palms to heart center. rub your palms together and create energy, create heat here. And now spread that heat and that energy all over your body. Start with your head, your cheeks, your face, your shoulders, your chest, your belly, your back, your legs, your toes, arms. Give your whole body energy for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week. And once more, rub your palms together. And now hover your palms in front of your eyes, in front of your third eye. Give your third eye some energy as well. Give yourself a last deep inhale. And with an exhale, open your eyes and gently take your palms away from your face. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you liked it. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, rest of the week, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.